Just let me know. No, no, no. Just let me know.
Hey guys, it's Chef Leon. We back again, man. Build Different Productions. We're back again with another one, and this one is Food Bank Cuisines. Now I'm specifically targeting the food bank cuisines because it's like how many times you go to a food bank and you get a whole bunch of food that you don't want or you don't know how to cook. And most of the time you don't want it is because you don't know how to cook it or you don't know how to make it taste good. You know what I mean? So I'm here today to show you what food bank cuisines is all about.
Okay, now let's see what they got here. Okay, they gave us some rice. They gave us some of these good old pinto beans. Okay, they gave some of those good grits, man. Okay, we got some of this chef stable milk, which is also good. We're gonna take some of this applesauce. Okay, we're gonna get some of these collard greens. All right, and they looked out for us today. Okay, got some of these black eyed peas. Let's see what else they got. They got some of this mac and cheese. Of course, they got the good head of cabbage right here, looking all nice and green. We got this red sockeye salmon. That stuff is hella good too, man. And we got some of that cream style sweet corn, baby. And of course, the produce. We got some of these onions, which I do use a lot, man. We definitely gonna use these. Oh, shout out to Eloise's Cooking Pot, man. They looked out for me today, man. For real, for real. Okay, guys, today we gonna be doing some baked macaroni and cheese, some collard greens, some black eyed peas, and some fried chicken, man. And like I said, guys, all these ingredients come up from a food bank, man. So now, yo, watch me work. And today we're going to be using 2 boxes of this macaroni and cheese. I already got it set out in my pan just for measurement purposes. We're going to dump that right in the Instant Pot. We're going to make sure we put some water. Going to make sure we cover our noodles totally. If not, then the noodles will burn. So just got to be careful on that one. I added a little bit of chicken bouillon powder to my water. You feel me? Just for flavor purposes. You know, and then I'm going to add just a little bit tiny more water just to make sure, like I said, these noodles are covered. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of pepper. You know, just for flavoring purposes. I'm going to add a little bit of salt here. And I'm going to give this a quick stir. Make sure everything's all incorporated well. Then I'm going to put the top on this bad boy real fast. And make sure your vent is closed for those who have Instant Pots. And we're also going to put this on high pressure for about 4 minutes. It only takes about 4 minutes for your noodles to be done. Okay, guys, we're done and we're back again. For entertainment purposes, I'm going to speed through this a little bit. But basically, we hit the manual release button and we wait for this to manually release. And after we do that, we're gonna start incorporating our cheeses, you know. And also, I didn't put it on camera, but I did get some cheese also from the food bank, some shredded cheese actually. Definitely shout out to Eloise's Cooking Pot because they got some stuff in there that I don't think any other food bank would have, but they look out. So first, we're gonna start off by giving this a quick stir because you want to make sure that all your noodles are separated, which they should be. And now we're going to start off by adding the 2 cheese packets that come inside of the box. But, you know, for this, I only added 1.5 packs. So that's all I needed. But, you know, you put as much as you want, as much as you need. You know what I mean? Like, try to flavor it to your liking. This is just my liking of it. So, you know, there's really no way to really mess up this mac and cheese. After you give that a stir, you incorporate all of that. You're going to take some butter if you have. Hopefully you do. You're going to pour a little bit. I say maybe about a tablespoon or 2. Like I said, all depending on your liking because the butter is going to help it melt. It's going to help this cheese incorporate. And you're also going to add a little bit of milk. Now, you're going to do a little by little because you don't want to add too much milk. So you just stir, add a little bit more, stir some more, add a little bit more, and stir some more until you get it to the consistency that you like it. You're also going to turn on your saute button also, because you're going to want the cheese to start melting.
Air it out. Yeah, love.
But be careful with that saute button. And I also added a little bit of slap your mamas to this. Add a little bit of paprika for this. A little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper.
And when you're ready, just let me know.
And a little bit of garlic powder. Can't go wrong with the garlic powder. But like I said, you season it to your own liking, to your own taste. This is just what I specifically like. You know what I mean? And I pour a little bit of milk because I like my consistency a little bit looser. So I always add a little bit more milk to it. And also, the milk also definitely came from the food bank. The only thing is when I add a little bit of the shredded cheese, also you add a little by little. But you know me, I always add a little extra cheese though, because if it ain't dripping, it ain't hitting. Hey, by the way, guys, I'm using a Mexican blend cheese. Now you're gonna turn off your saute because the heat alone from the noodles themselves should be able to melt the cheese without it, and you should get this type of consistency. And you know you're almost there. Okay, guys, we've now taken our mac and cheese out of our Instapot and we placed it in our pan. Now we're going to top this off with another layer of cheese to give it that nice crust when you take it out the oven. Now you're going to place this in the oven, a preheated oven at 350. You're going to leave it there until about golden brown, until you like the coloring of brown on your crust of mac and cheese. Okay, guys, we're back and we're going to start on our collard greens and our black eyed peas now. We're going to add a little bit of bacon fat. I actually keep this stocked up in my fridge because I use it for so many different recipes. But we're going to definitely add some of this leftover bacon grease. We're going to heat our pans to about, I'd say, a medium low to get started. Okay, we're going to start off by adding a little bit of chopped up bacon, a little bit of onions, and a little bit of sweet peppers. We're going to add this to our green pot, but we're also going to add the bacon to the pot of the black eyed peas. And we're going to saute this on about medium heat. And we're going to let this render down for a second. And then we'll commence to adding the rest of our products in here, which is going to be our greens and our black eyed peas soon. Okay, guys, we're back. Now we're going to add a little bit of minced garlic to this, and make sure your flame is a little bit low because you don't want your garlic to burn. Now we're going to saute this and add a little bit more because I like mine with a little bit of garlic flavor to it. But like I said, you season by your own taste, but it definitely gives it a nice kick to it, man, if you add a little bit of garlic to this. You know what I mean? Also, a cool thing to add, man, too, is you're gonna want to add a little bit of liquid smoke to these greens, man, because with greens, man, if you ain't got no ham hocks or if you ain't got nothing with a smoky flavor to it, man, these ones out the can, the liquid smoke goes a long way. All you need is about a capful, more or less, or so. Okay, it's about time to add that liquid smoke now. We're going to take about a capful of mine. I don't need no more, no less. And guys, if you happen to have any Worcestershire sauce, that does go a long way too. Okay, guys, I'm also going to add a little bit of this Johnny's all-purpose seasoning because I'm just needing mine with a little bit more salt to it. Okay, guys, now that everything's all incorporated, you're also going to add a little bit of white vinegar. You know, I like mine fairly vinegary, so I add a little bit more. You know, I feel like I said, this is a step that you do by your own taste buds. So I will never pour too much, always go slow, little by little. I'm also going to add a little bit of sazon to this. Now, you could get the Goya packets or you could get the one in the bottles. I prefer the Goya packets. You know, they give a definitely an awesome flavor to this, man. We're going to keep giving this a little stir until well incorporated. Okay, now guys, we're gonna start on our black eyed peas. We already got our bacon in the pan. We already got our bacon fat in the pan. And now we're just gonna add a little bit of capful of liquid smoke. Now, like I said, you go by your own taste buds. You can put a little bit more, you can put a little bit less. You know, I prefer just one capful. That's good for me because liquid smoke is very overpowering. So you don't really want to use too much of that. And also, you're going to add a little bit of minced garlic if you have some. If not, you can use freshly chopped garlic. I'm sure you can get that also at the food bank because I've seen it myself. Me going to the food banks, man, and trying to get these delicious meals off the ground. Okay, guys, now you're going to add a little bit of chopped onions to them. Now, at the end of the day, with the beans itself, you don't have to have them chopped down really fine. And it's an option for onions. You don't know, a lot of people don't like onions. A lot of people don't eat onions. So you do not have to add this if you do not want to. Now, guys, you're going to saute this down until you render down your onions and make them nice and soft or the texture that you want to eat them at or that you like. Okay, guys, now it's time to add your black eyed peas. We're going to use only one can for this recipe. And we're going to pour this in here. Try to get every bean. No beans left behind is my motto. And it's the crazy thing, too, about it, guys, man. I'm actually allergic to beans. You know what I mean? I developed that allergy when I was 16, 17. Used to eat beans prior to that. Okay, now, guys, you're going to add about a can worth of water. I'll just put the water in the can. And just add a can worth of water. You're going to also add a little bit of the chicken bouillon powder or beef, whichever you prefer. Okay, guys, now we're going to get back to our greens and we're going to add a little bit of this better than bouillon. Now, it's like better than bouillon powder, but it's a paste. And it gives it an awesome flavor. But it comes in a paste, so you're going to want to make sure that your water is hot for it to melt down.
Yeah, love. You know I'm kind of digging this. What we saying and let them know. Yep. I just want to know if you're ready to take it to the next level.
We're also going to be adding some of this Cajun seasoning that I love to use. Or any Cajun seasoning of your liking. But make sure it's Cajun. We're going to give that a stir. Set the fire to medium heat and let that simmer. Okay, now guys, we're going to be adding a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Or my family, we call it the W sauce. Okay, guys, now we're back and we're going to get started on our chicken. Now, I've already pre-boiled this chicken just because they're big pieces. I want to make sure that the internal temp is 165. Now, I start off by coating mine with mustard. Of course, they're fully seasoned already. You season to how you like them to be seasoned, basically. You know what I mean? Just be careful on the salt content of seasoning you're using. You don't want it to be too salty. Okay, guys, we're back now with the mac and cheese out of the oven. Got it looking that nice golden brown the way I like it. You know, I prefer mine a little bit dark, man. I like the the nice crust at the top of my macaroni and cheese. Now, like I said, all of this came out of the box, so you know what I mean? Like, you gotta make stuff that you get taste good and look good. Use methods that you already know. Now let's crack this open and see what this looks like in the middle.
Top ramen, can't let you love me mine when your mind ain't right. So I do you like a coach when it's starting playing right. Miss spins for the night. So if you're looking for a free ride, walk on by. Just sit back and chill, ma, I could change your life. Right.
Okay, guys, we're back with this chicken now. Now I'm gonna flour my chicken. Now, please excuse the process because, you know, I have to have one wet hand, one dry hand. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of doing this one-handed right now. So, but, you know, you flour with chicken real good, man. Honestly, guys, I have my own Pacific flour recipe, but I'm not giving that up. You know what I mean? That's something real Pacific for my family, so, and I just rather keep that on the wraps, man. Please excuse it. Make sure your oil is preheated. I do it about 350. Hey guys, too, man, if you guys can invest in one of these deep fryers, man, they come really in handy, man. I use mine all the time, man. Shout out to whoever decided to make these deep fryers where you can put them in your house, because they actually work really, really well. Okay, guys, now that I'm dropping this chicken in this fryer, now our black eyed peas been simmering, our collard greens has been simmering, and the mac and cheese is already done. So after this chicken, we will be fully complete, man. And let's see how this meal turns out. Okay, guys, the meal is almost fully completed. It's about time to plate this bad boy.
Hey guys, man, it's Chef Leon. I'm back at it again, man. Now I'm here with the final result. You guys gotta check this out. All from a food bank. Got your black eyed peas, your collard greens, your baked macaroni and cheese, and your fried chicken, man. All from one trip to the food bank, man. Shout out to Eloise's Cooking Pot, man. I got all these products from them. But like I said, you could take anything in that box and make it look good, make it smell good, and definitely make it taste good. Hey guys, I'm back, man. But you already know, man, I can't eat beans because I am allergic. But I had to get my precious wife to come over here and give them a taste.
That's money.
That's just the response I was looking for. A happy wife is a happy life.
All right, guys, we back at it, man. Now it's about time to taste this. See how this tastes. Macaroni and cheese is on point. Let's try these greens now. Greens on point. Actually, guys, it's crazy, but I can't touch these beans because I am allergic. But I am gonna take a piece of this chicken. See how that tastes. Before right out the bone. Wow. That's good. I'm gonna put some hot sauce on that. And probably some mustard. If it ain't dripping, it ain't hitting, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. I'll catch y'all later.